Beatrice, you cannot do this.
Her life may feel like yours, but it is not yours.
Here I am at the end of the road, not knowing where I am.
It has been an honor to serve you, Your Majesty, and a great privilege to be your friend.
Do you, Mum, love me?
It is your destiny. You are doing very well, Beatrice. Just keep at it.
The 13th of January, 1901.
I'm feeling ill. I'm growing still. But all things must be this way. They say I'm showing the signs of going, yet I ask God for one more day.
Beatrice. Beatrice, darling.
Mama.
Is that you I hear weeping?
Yes. Yes, Mama, it is me.
Why do you cry, my darling? For there is so much in life to be joyful for.
Mama, I have spoken to Dr. Reed. He says you are unwell. You are unlikely to get better.
Oh, do not say then these tears are for me.
I cannot do this without you, Mama. Not when I have already lost Henry, when I have already lost 2 of my brothers and a sister, when I have already lost my father.
My Beatrice, if I could spare you from grief, then I would have spared myself years ago.
How have you managed it all, Mama? I have not yet lost you, and I fear that I am on my own already.
Grief is an awful thing, my darling, but it fades. Yes, it does fade from a great enemy into a complacent friend you come to know very well.
Yet I fear I shan't ever learn to live with it, truly live, as I have before.
My dear, you will not live as you did before, but you will live. You must live, for your dear mamma and your sweet children, and your people.
I have no people, Mamma, no country to rule.
No, none to rule, but you have people. You have my people, and they will need you when I too am gone. As I need you now, Beatrice.
Come and sit beside me. I fear I'm growing weak. My hands can hardly write now, and my heart can hardly speak.
Please, write for me.
Dear diary, it seems to be I've led a rather charming life. I was a queen and but a girl, and I was Albert's wife. What more is there to say as you face your final day? Will all the words I've said be ravaged when I'm dead? Oh, I have wronged and I have sinned, and I learned to love again. But no one wants a sinner for a counselor or a queen. They want someone to herald and they want a childhood dream. So take these books and take these words and lift me from the page. Leave nothing but a noble queen left standing on the stage. Let the woman who I was be lost and left in time. For Beatrice, the life I lived was mine and only mine. Dear diary, oh what a life, of grief yet to euphoria. Remember me well, with love, Victoria. I'll save the Queen.
You may take my copies now, Mr. Williams. Have them returned to the Royal Archives.
How does it feel, ma'am, after all these years?
141 volumes are now 111. What took 81 years to create took 32 years to revise. What was my mother's life is now a queen's legacy. You ask how it feels, Mr. Williams? It feels like it is finished.
And that is a good feeling?
It certainly is what I am feeling.
I will see to the boxes, Your Royal Highness.
Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Here I am at the end of the road, not knowing where I am. Here I am at the end of it all, not knowing how it began. Everything I tried to be were things that never were. How can I know who to be if I never knew her? Oh, breathless and wordless and voiceless and lost. Who buys the burden is who then pays the cost. Oh, speechless and ceaseless and choiceless and chained. Who hangs the hangman of the secrets that were maimed? Here I am at the end of this tale, left with the life I told. Here I am in the ink and the blood, lost and forgotten and old. Why would you once beg of me to follow through this task? How could you put this to me when you knew I'd do all you asked? Selfish and soulless and certain and blind. How do you grieve what there isn't left to find? Oh, friendless and faithless, forsaken and burned, scarred by the silence of words I've lost and learned. Henry, Bertie and Maurice, George and Edward too. Everybody tried to pry my loyalty from you. How could whited, what's the point? What really did I do? When you were long dead and gone, I still followed through, because I promised to. Oh, groundless and boundless, left floating in air. Magic in daylight reveals there's nothing there. Oh, countless and endless, your memory saved, beauty restored, all mistakes erased. Beautiful, you are beautiful. Every word and line. So what if I, to save your life, had to give up mine? Oh, come.
Princess Beatrice, Her Royal Highness the Princess Elizabeth is here to see you.
What? Oh, please, yes. Do send her in at once.
Right this way, ma'am.
Hello, Great Aunt Beatrice.
Your Royal Highness, what a surprise to see you.
Oh no, please, don't call me that.
But that is your styling, Princess. Should you not be proud in it?
Can't I just be Elizabeth, here with you? I'm quite certain that's who I'd like to be. For just a little while, anyway.
Very well, then. You can just be Elizabeth, and I can just be Great Aunt Beatrice, if you like. No titles between us.
I would like that very much.
Very good, Elizabeth. Now, what can I do for my future queen?
Well, that's the very thing, isn't it? I am to be queen. With Papa becoming king and all that business, I find both he and I are a bit in over our heads. I am standing by to become someone I'm not at all ready to be, or as I fear, not at all meant to be.
But of course this is what's meant to be, Elizabeth. If God has devised it, it is meant.
Well, maybe he's wrong this time. Papa says he will teach me all he can, but he himself is only now just learning the role, and what if being a queen turns out to be very much different from being a king, and Mamma told me about the diaries, that you are Queen Victoria's librarian?
Ah, you are looking to ask a certain great-great-grandmamma for advice.
Might I read them? I fear I am so very lost as to what it means to be a princess who will one day be a queen.
Well, my mamma lived a very long time and wrote quite a few many words. Many of them rather clever, rather helpful. Mr. Williams, can you bring in volume number 10, please?
At once, ma'am.
And you don't think she would mind if I read it?
I do hope, Lilibet. This is precisely how she longs to be remembered. in her own words.
Here you are, Princess Beatrice.
And here you are, Elizabeth. I think this entry might do you some good.
Thank you. Thank you oh so very much. The 7th of May, 1839. This queen finds herself quite at a loss. My dearest Lord M has only just told me that he must, can I write it, resign. This state of agony and grief is best imagined than described. Not a single soul cares for Lord M more than I. I find now I am facing this abominable role quite alone. I know not if I am prepared.
For so long I was so alone, and all I had were dreams. Now here I am on my lonely throne, a young and foolish queen. Maybe Conroy was right, maybe I'm always wrong. Maybe I never was born to be queen, to pick up a nation and carry it on. Will Queen Victoria's reign bear an idiot stain of a girl who knew not what to do, or a girl who knew but was too frightened to? Oh, for so long my world has spun on someone else's word. But just for once I should like to think my own voice could be heard. Oh, hear me and heed me, and if you do not need me, tell me to change, and this I will do, for it is my birthright and duty to you. Every king who came before me will guide and to inform me, the good and the bad and the loved and the mad. Through them I will learn what to do with my turn. Oh, for so long I was someone else on any given day. But from now on, the world will know that I am Victoria, and this is my throne. I am queen, me and me alone.
Dear listener, thank you for enjoying this series finale of With Love Victoria. We would also like to thank you for coming on this 2-season journey with us. With Love Victoria is a Ticking Clock Theatre production and featured the vocal talent of Kayla Hendry as Queen Victoria, Grace Falasco as Princess Beatrice, Connor Delves as Bertie, King Edward VII, Colton Avery Fyfe as Prince Albert, Jonathan Cobrda as Lord Melbourne, Connor Scott as John Brown, Shravan Amin as Abdul Karim, Anthony Galang as Abdul Karim singing vocals, and featured the additional voice talent of Emily Song Tyler, Seth Hatch, Rory Dunn, Christopher Prasse, Roger Dolly, Benji Sills, Rebecca Elizabeth Law, and Timothy Chapman. With Love Victoria was written by Rachel Garnet and was produced by Hannah Shrader. Orchestration was done by Galen Ross, and promotional photography was done by Zay Castle. From the bottom of our hearts, we hope you have enjoyed this story, for we certainly enjoyed sharing it with you. With love, the company of With Love Victoria.